Get comfortable being uncomfortable, and you might be surprised where it takes you. Dr. Mehmet Oz, Westchester University, 2012. At the beginning of the spring 2014 semester, our Comms 5 class met for the first time. We went around the room introducing ourselves and said what we were most nervous about for this communications class. For many of us, our greatest fear was speaking in front of a group of people. However, as we moved forward with our speeches throughout the semester, the increase in comfortability as well as our public speaking skills was truly evident. As Dr. Oz stated, by pushing out of our comfort zones, we were able to conquer some of our greatest fears, even while being crammed into a small and stuffy college classroom. Throughout this speech, I will be talking about the 3 classroom speeches that our class was assigned, and celebrating the immense transformation that so many of us undertook. Our class's first assigned speech was an informative speech. We were able to choose from any topic which we wished to enlighten the class with. Many of us were nervous on the inside, so much so that we were unable to bottle it all in. Our nerves gave us shaky hands and faltering voices. Yet we proceeded to power through the speech to reach the supporting class applause at the finish line and to feel the weight lift from our shoulders. However, not all of the weight had been hoisted off of our shoulders because in the back of our minds, we were well aware of having 2 more presentations to get through. This is an example of us at the end of our first speech. We were nervous and sweating. We were nervous about talking in front of a group of people, but we pushed out of our comfort zones to accomplish new goals. Our second assignment was a persuasive speech. There was a spark of excitement throughout the class for this speech because we knew that speaking about a familiar subject, which we have passion for, had to be easier than merely explaining a topic. We were going to be able to voice our own personal opinions. Finally, the presentation day arrived, and along with it, the same nerves and heavy weight. However, stepping up to the podium this time felt and looked less challenging. Speaking about something we were passionate about, whether it was wanting to be paid as a college athlete or discussing the legalization of marijuana, this calmed our nerves, leaving more and more room for confidence. Once again, we one by one made it through to the finish line. This time, with a greater amount of breath left over, we were rewarded with even more weight lifted off of our shoulders, leaving one last assignment to conquer. These are examples of us after and during our second speech. We knew we had the knowledge and skills to reach our goal. The more practice we had at public speaking, the greater we would get. And we were now much more comfortable at speaking compared to the first speech. Last but not least, each group of the class got together to present a topic from the book through activities with the rest of the class. Having known and worked along with this group for the entire semester, we were able to share many laughs and create memories, not only when presenting, but also when coming together outside of the class to share ideas. We closed this semester with a couple of weeks of group activities, such as charades, funny skits, and lots of rewarded candy. These are examples of us after our third speech. We now have confidence, such as a lion. We've learned how to have fun with speaking, and we're more comfortable with talking in front of groups of people. This journey of Comms 5, which we embarked upon with great fears only 4 short months ago, has been transformed into fun memories and spectacular accomplishments, just as we as students have transformed into more confident speakers with the wonderful guidance of our professor. My greatest hope for our communications class and those alike it is that as we continue venturing on towards our callings, we remember that we have the ability within ourselves to speak out in public whenever it need be.